Well, there we go. Welcome back, everyone. We're playing some Pac-Man again. Gonna be finishing up the map that I started a while ago, and we're gonna finish this up and hopefully play something else because I know that I've been doing a lot of Creeper World lately, but that's just because I'm kind of running out of ideas. So, anyone who would like to suggest something, I'll definitely check it out, and I might play it, so. Okay. Completely forgot to turn off sound effects because those are so loud. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna try again with our conquest to get this huge map done. Oh, that's right, we've got spores. There we go. So that should link up if the mortars don't ruin things. Hello, Terrea? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Sleep is for the weak. I didn't need your input. Oh, God's sake. Sorry. I dare you to try that again. So, name is Origin in Japanese. I'm fine with any pronunciation. Okay, good to know, because I am quite possibly the worst at pronouncing anything in any language, including English, so. um, so I did actually check out your channel. I have no clue what the Watcher is. I have yet to look it up. But it looks like you have a lot more experience at this than me. Alright, so there's a beam there. Move that here. Okay. So now we're gonna try and break through to this blaster over here, and it is gonna be tough because this thing is powered, well, overpowered. And it's not okay. Any other easy points I can take? I could try for those two, but seeing my last attempt at this one, I don't think it'd go all that well. How is the stream health? Okay, stream's doing good. Alright, so there should be spores. Oh, they're getting shot down by the beams up there. Alright. It looks like the beams don't get any worse past the middle. So I'm thinking about investing more into those, so less creeper emitters. because the flow and the pressure is good. It's just having a hard time moving around that corner. And, well, blasters aren't helping, so. Get those two, put them on top, and hope that they can break through the beams. Alright. Go, my giant blue wave of death. Alright, we're gonna try and hit this collector and choke it. But then... and then we'll be able to take it. So I'm thinking, in games other than Creeper World, I was thinking maybe going back to Into the Breach, or maybe playing FTL again. Not sure. Also, I keep saying that I'm going to check the comments on my YouTube channel, and I haven't looked at it in days. So... Okay. Well, streaming is a good way to get over social anxiety. I personally did it by walking up to random strangers and trying to make them think I'm crazy, because I know that made people happy. But, it's good to see someone else that plays Creeper World, because I know it is a very strategy intensive game. This isn't getting anywhere. And that, you know, you need to use your brain. So I too really do like strategy and puzzle games. The Witness is a very difficult line puzzle game. I might check it out because I've never heard of a line puzzle. But yeah, streaming is a very good way to get yourself out there. I personally did it because a while back, just like any kid that was watching YouTube in the 2014, just like any kid who wanted to make it big, I started a YouTube channel, and that collapsed horrendously. So, a couple years later, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do Twitch streaming. And my friends told me, well, do it every day for an hour and see where that gets you. So, it's also very spoiler heavy. Okay, so guess it's something I should do on my own. Okay, so I'm gonna go for these two power rings here. So let's just try and move some creeper over here, try and get a more concentrated wave. There we go. So hopefully the pressure will build up and we'll just be able to plow right through this. Although that's probably not going to happen. So is it like one of those games where once you know the solution, it's super easy and all you have to do is memorize it? Or is it kind of like randomized every time you play and you have to figure out a general pattern? Because there's always those people who are going to be like, if I post a solution, everyone will want to see it because then they can win it too. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. I think I need to choke out this base down here. Alright, so if I can take out this beam, I can get some spores over here, and that'll be great. Yay! I'm the best. Alright, so select all these, and start hitting that. And just trying to keep this beam down, but it's not going so well. There we go. There we go. Alright, come on. Just get... Okay, guess we're not putting Digitalis over it. That's fine. So, if... Now I've got the bottom base down. And the top part's getting choked. We should be able to break in, no problemo. Just don't rebuild, because that's an annoying thing to do, and I don't like it when people do that. Oh, so it reminds me of a mobile game I used to have called The Axum's Guide, where it was the exact same concept, where from the get-go it tells you nothing and you have to figure out everything from just obscure clues. It was actually a lot of fun to play until I got to a point where it was like, this is so vague, and I've tried absolutely everything, because there's no multiple choice. It's just a type in a word and pray you get it right. And sometimes there are dead ends, and sometimes it's like, oh, you unlock this obscure secret to tell you what's really happening. But once you get to the point where it's like, I don't know what's happening, I can't do this, I just deleted the game and never really got back to it. But it really does feel like The Witness is one of those games, so I might actually check it out. And maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll stream myself sitting there for hours on end saying, I don't know what to do because this is ridiculous. Alright, so lots of beams up there. Maybe I could just use the spores to try and progress Digitalis. And everything you're hearing in the background is my family screaming at a computer playing Minecraft. Oh, the joys of recording in your mother's basement. Alright. Gonna try again to break through the beams, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Ooh, we're about to cut off this base. If we can cut it off from all of its collectors, then we might be able to choke it out just by it not having enough power. So I know I can't get beams over there because it's just simply not going to happen. However, it appears that through just pressure, we might be able to break down this network. Is that a guppy? That is a guppy. Where is it going? That's not cool. Where the heck is this guppy going that is just so important? Oh. So the center base is completely powered by guppies. And also protected by 2 Berthas that are invincible. Alright. Getting real close. All we've got to do is hit it. I'm... That's what happens when you try to explain an entire game over Twitch chat. Okay, so we've cut it off. No! Okay, so it turns out we didn't need to really cut it off. We could just break right in, waltz right through. Alright, let's take out this command center. You know, it's my family that really makes me wonder if I should get a professional recording microphone so that I can get the directional thing where it doesn't record anything that's more than 20 feet away from you. Because right now I'm just using a headset. I'm simply waiting for one of my friends to get on the stream and start asking for moderator because it may or may not be a really, really common thing. Okay. Well, congratulations for completing the entire series. I was actually I think I was God, when did Creeper World 1 come out? I remember I was like 6 or something when I was playing it, and it was the most enjoyable thing in my life, and when 2 came out, it was bad because I thought it ruined the entire series. I became one of those who's like, they ruined the entire series. Farbor is an interesting level because I restarted it like 6 times thinking that the first goal was the was the thing you had to do, otherwise you actually failed the mission. So I never actually just said, forget it, I'm just gonna see where this goes. Okay, there's only 1 beam left, so if I can just get spores to destroy the shield, I will be good, because right now this thing's running out of anti-creep and energy. I haven't looked up any videos yet, but I wouldn't doubt if there's a video of somebody beating Farbor on the first goal, and that there's some secret hidden text that no one knows about. Creeper World 4 is something that well, I can't say looking forward to because I didn't know it was going to exist at all. But it's something that I never thought would come to light because, well, there's an achievement for it. Huh. Arc early. Well, I never really thought that Creeper World 4 was going to happen because, well, 3 is a comfortable number to stay at, I guess. From what I've heard, a lot, the engine that Virgil is using to create Creeper World 4, despite it simulating a liquid, from what I've heard, you can't make things like caves or multi-layer things, which is something I was really looking forward to seeing, because it would be so cool for caves to be in and just have giant or monsoons of creeper come out of nowhere. And I really want to see, out of all things, what the play's creeper maps would look like in Creeper World 4, because there will be a level editor. It's kind of a given. But I would really love to see 3D plays creeper maps, because the idea of throwing giant waves of creeper is an exciting thought, to say the least. Alright, so this base is done. I'm gonna try and take this node next. Then hopefully we'll be able to push and do the same thing on this side. So, So I mentioned a few minutes ago that I really do like to play strategy games, which is ironic because, what was it? Every single one of my friends is more into Smash Brothers. Yeah, I didn't learn you could put Berthas on the power zones until I did it by accident. Or I'm like, wait, that's not what I meant to put down. Because I always thought, well, the Berthas are bigger than the power circles. There's no way it could work. I don't think I've ever been really close to Farbor early. Simply because I don't think I could make it. By the time, my fastest time was getting a beachhead onto the island, and then by then the ship was done and moving. So I'm like, if forget it. It's probably not possible. But yeah, a lot of my friends really like Smash Brothers and fighting games, so whenever I play, I'm like, you're saying all these code words with like letters and numbers and tilts and reverse B dash, and I'm like, I main Kirby. All I know to do is smash button, and sometimes it works. So I often get invited over to a friend's house who owns the Wii U. And every time I'm like, oh boy, I bet we're gonna do something different. Nope, he's just gonna body me at Smash Brothers and be like, oh, okay, now let's go online. uh, but yeah, Smash Brothers Ultimate, I can't say I'm really excited because I've never actually switched classes or switched mains. I've always just been Kirby. And I mean, the only thing I was really excited for was to play as Ridley because I was expecting it to be sort of like the Brawl boss fights, and that's something I was so excited for because I mean, who doesn't want to be a giant thing to beat all your friends into a pulp because, well, you're trash at the game. Ha! I'm still here rocking the Wii. I don't own a Wii U or an Xbox or a Switch. I've been playing on PC all this time. But a while back when I heard about the new game Puyo Puyo Tetris, it just so happened to be coming out while I was in the hype of playing Tetris, where I was really, really into it. Doing all sorts of fancy moves, quick play on my phone. Oh hey there, Zambi. Totally don't know you at all. Alright, come on. Just let me... Oh, there's a stupid mortar. Only one of my friend... Actually, was it? Two of my friends own a Switch, and only one of them has Puyo Puyo Tetris, so I rarely ever get to play it. But even still, I'm practicing it because I know just how satisfying it is to finally be good at something. I mean, I do own a gaming PC. I'm using it right now. I just got it because it seemed like the next step because in all honesty, the games I play don't require a gaming PC either, so that is not what I meant to put down. Flash games are fun, especially when you find a good one, like Creeper World at its time. But I don't think there was ever one game that I liked enough to not switch after at most a year, because I was always going onto online websites to find new games. And you know, before I started doing before I actually got a reliable source of income, I was a real penny pincher, so I never bought anything. Now that I've got a quote-unquote job, like heaviest quotes, boldface, italics, underline quotes, I have been starting to spend a little bit more simply because I knew that I could afford it. So, opinions on roguelikes. My opinion is that they're the bane of my existence, and I don't understand how anyone can enjoy them. Alright. So I'm gonna go all the way back, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way back down here. And I'm gonna try and take this PowerPoint. Actually, no. It'd be better to try and take this one, because then that depowers these two. I've played a couple roguelikes. The Binding of Isaac is one. And the rest I only ever played once because they were just so infuriating. Achievements don't really push me towards completing a game unless they're like either really easy to get or I get them by accident. But the Binding of Isaac, I made the terrible mistake of I'd watched a lot of YouTubers doing it, like the like Tear of Grace, and what I didn't realize is that he had been using the debug engine to make the gameplay so much more enjoyable. So when I got it and I started playing with the keyboard, which is terrible, it just ruined it. I died so many times in the beginning because of either bad beginning items or I was just terrible at the game. And I also made the second mistake of buying all the hyper expensive DLC first. So I guess you could say I wasn't exactly a smart buyer. But I never touched it again. It was infuriating and it wasn't very fun. I don't think I ever completed a single run because of either RNG or because I'm terrible at the game. And I just don't enjoy it. Still have it, just never play it. Come on. I'm not understanding why whenever I use this field, the creeper always just goes above. I'm confuzzled. Alright, screw this. I'm going over here. I'm gonna try and retake it. Come to think of it, I don't even remember if I beat Creeper World 2. It just got so redundant and not all that interesting. But Creeper World 1, I did plan to beat, and get all the achievements, and then I discovered that it had an editor and a download place where I could find maps. So there we go. Can you hear me? There we go. Sorry, I had a bit of mic trouble. Yeah, the pods were something in Creeper World 1 that a lot of the user-made maps like to abuse. It's like, oh, hey, here's this impossible place to reach. Don't worry, you only have to get there in 2 minutes. But yeah, Creeper World 2, it was just such a radical difference from the first game, and since at that point I didn't know that there was going to be a third one, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time with this. It's not fun, and it's different. Ew, different. But I did actually, I remember playing through it, I just don't remember any of it. I'm not too sure how the blasters target either. I just know that they target the densest areas, so it's either spam beams or spam, like, I don't know, collectors or something. But yeah, they like to target reactor clusters. A lot of the most devastating effects of spores can be negated if you just have a bunch of anti-creeper covering the area. Hello, Star. Yeah, have been watching Virgil's videos, but there are a couple things that I didn't agree with. One of which is definitely the manufacturing aspect, and the some of the way the totems work. Because if totems are shields, then what would? Because I feel like I really like the way they made totems work in the Creeper World 3, because then you can use them as just a way to turtle your way to victory. Whereas if they're used as shields that can't be moved, then you just get a bunch of bubbles that may be destroyed by spores if you're not careful. Then you have to repair those. But yeah. I think, well, some of the comments on the videos when there was factories and tech trees introduced, they're like, Creeper World 3 took up 200 hours of my day. Factorio took up 200 hours of my day. Let's just combine the two and see what happens. it is the final worlds in the Creeper World series have always been really interesting. Like, Creeper World 1 was just is designed to be an impossible level that could only be protected by this epic technology that you had to wade through a pool to get through. And if you haven't completed the third game, I'm about to spoil the ending, but there is another Creeper Nexus fight in Creeper World 3. It might be possible to beat a final level without Thor. I just don't think so. It just seems improbable, to say the least. I don't know, does the game break if you manage to get all the totems without getting Thor? At the time of its release, Creeper World was it was kind of a leap forward in the development of strategy games. No one had ever heard of fighting a liquid, so if the developer could manage to do that with Creeper World 4, it would essentially it'd put it at the top of the rankings again. Because as far as I've known, I still haven't seen a single game where you're fighting a liquid, so you had to fight the creeper the old way. Let's pretend you did build Thor. Let's just pretend all that struggle you did didn't matter. We're just gonna go with the story anyways. The old drones in Creeper World 1 were broken at how powerful they were. And if you had enough of them and you didn't mind the ear-blasting sounds of the explosions, they could get you very far. But I probably did try to do it without Thor and gave up because it was taking so long. So maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it on stream. Alright, let's take out this base, which has the only other guppy to the center. Then I'll be able to just slowly wait it all out. Okay. So we're currently power stalling this base to hopefully get in. Okay, now we're gonna try beams, or not beams, spores, wherever those are again. Looks like they've got beams in the back though, so it may not work. Maybe it will. Never know until you try. The one thing I have to pick a fight with Creeper World 4 is the way that Creeper spawns, because if you have a really powerful emitter, you just have a really tall spike that appears every so often, and it's kind of distracting. Even though I know that's what happens in this game, it's the exact same thing that happens, but it's not noticeable because it's not 3D. So, I don't know how you'd fix that. Maybe make the area of dispersal bigger and less noticeable, but I wouldn't know how to fix that. It's just something that I am picking a fight with. Anti-creep is out, and so is energy. The base is going down. Alright, so now this base should be completely unpowered, so if I just throw spores at it, the beams will run out of power and we'll be able to take it. If someone was able to improve on the AI for Plays Creeper maps to use the Forge, it would be impossible. It would be so much more difficult because the Forge, as you can see, has 33,000 ether. So you could either make an endless, a freaking endless singularity weapon, or just buy all the upgrades and completely dominate. One thing I have wanted to see, even though I know it's impossible, is multiplayer in the Creeper World universe. Because, with the Plays Creeper engine implemented, it just felt like that sort of thing was on its way. It was on the train, heading full steam ahead. But after thinking it through, it does seem it would need a lot of rebalancing. Maybe costs would have to be changed, or creeper mechanics would have to change, because the game is designed for the creeper to lose. And if it was to start with the creeper having the advantage, all it would have to do is create a wave and destroy the player. And if the player had the advantage firsthand, then all it would have to do is place down a nullifier and 1,000 blasters. So, I don't know what to think. And I don't know how you would possibly make it balanced enough for multiplayer. But if you could, it would be an amazing thing. It would definitely get something. It would definitely get people looking. Oh. Directly below the prism ship. I mean, it seems like it's an interesting strategy. It's a very interesting way to go at it. I think I tried something like that, but failed because I tried to get all four at the same time. And on my first attempt, actual attempt at Farber, I thought that the way you were supposed to do it was build an ore mine on top of all the ore deposits that the ships were going to, and then for some reason they just stop. Wait, you could do that? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. So sniper spam... Could sniper spam completely remove the ships. Okay, so they respawn. Huh. Well, it's kind of like the same way you can cheese every single sleeper map with, uh, by just spamming snipers on the sleeper node. Are there ships that go to the main island for ore? Because I don't remember. It's been a while. Time is definitely of the essence to be Farber. And Terrea, you mentioned early arc, which I think, if I'm guessing correctly, means that you, what was it? Somehow managed to destroy the information beacons powering the arc on the final level. I didn't think that was possible because you couldn't even get a full ring around the map by the time the Nexus spawned in. So I don't even think that's possible. But then again, I thought the speedrunner motto was the limits are not where you think they are. So you could destroy the arc and prevent it from ever happening, and then completely flipping the table on the entire Creeper World timeline. Well, you're much better at this than I am, because I have, even on my best attempt, I have never been able to get not even, I've been able to get one, but that's the best I can do. It just seems like such a difficult thing to do, because I guess you could, do that, placing a shield down. But you could, I thought about trying to, the same thing with Farber, just place a command node next to it, but then the beacons spawn creep on their own. So I'm like, wait, so you're telling me that the beacons work if they have, the beacons only work if they have creeper on them and they spawn creeper. So not too sure how you could possibly destroy something if its fuel was created by it. Alright, we're coming up on this final base here. And it is looking very, very heavily defended. But I can see that it is taking, its energy is taking a hit, so we could attempt to, wait. The long way would be to destroy all of these collectors and choke it, but I feel like that's something we don't have to do. Okay, I'm wrong. There are a lot of power circles. Let's see if we can get some more of our own. Oh, wow. Okay, let's just get Digitalis placed all the way around here. Oh, that's right, I have spores. Although I think if I saw correctly, yeah, they've got a ton of beams. But I could use them to take over these more problematic circles. So the spores should be landing unless I'm missing something. No, they're just taking a long time to get there. There we go. So let's just get those connected up, and we should have another power circle. Alright. Then we just go here and blow up that shield. I didn't learn this until I actually started playing the Plays Creeper maps. If you hit a shield with a spore, it actually does damage to the shield unit, and if you hit it enough times, the shield actually gets destroyed. So it's a really interesting thing to destroy the AI shields, and then suddenly the creeper just comes flooding in. So I'm gonna keep doing that to keep the shield down, and now I'm gonna try to take this. I'm gonna try and take the shield from the top. Don't think that shield's working too well. Oh my gosh. That's the kind of thing I really want to see in Creeper World 4. You just have this massive wave that comes crashing through all the defenses. And it just be the coolest thing to watch. Whenever I describe this game to somebody I meet because I want them to either look it up or play it, I just tell them, well, you fight a liquid from the perspective of a contour map. So, if you ever wanted to explain the Creeper World series in a nutshell, that's basically it. I did hear one of the newer updates of Creeper World 4 was that there was this thing that would augment the creep to make it stronger. And when I heard it, I immediately thought it was going to be something that it's going to be like Digitalis, where it would carry the creep with it and make it harder to destroy. But my second idea was that it would solidify the creep. So instead of having it flow normally, it would crystallize. And when you destroyed it, it would return to its liquid form. That's what I was thinking would happen. But the pink slash red creeper is cool also. It just feels like less of a buff, or feels more like a buff than it does a real threat. Alright, so we're cutting off the power in this end. And now I'm gonna just throw a wave to try and test. Okay. We've still got a lot more energy to cut out. There we go. Alright, that's cut off. I feel like the idea of 3D waves is really interesting because if you handed that kind of thing over to the fans with the CRPL coding, the fans could make amazing things. Like for instance, saw this on a comment. A entity that just moves throughout the creeper, doesn't actually attack, just moves throughout the creeper and creates massive waves. Or something that gathers up the creep in an area and then pushes it in a spray formation. But you could do a lot of things with waves, and I feel that handing that power over to the fan base would produce such interesting fan-made maps that it would be it'd be suicide for the game not to do it. So I'm really happy and excited for the level maker. Even though the game to make the levels isn't even made yet, so it's asking a lot. Alright, we should be able to take this base relatively soon. Alright. We should hopefully be cutting off the power relatively soon, and then we should be able to choke this because there is no base on Earth that could withstand this amount of creeper without energy. There we go. System's going red. Yeah. In the speaking of that, Stargamer, one of the first thing that Virgil says in the credits of this game is, this wouldn't have been possible if I were support, and frankly I wouldn't have wanted to do that anyways. So, and I can't tell from his voice, I haven't paid attention all that much, but I feel like Virgil, as well as the entire Knucklecracker team, is having a ball with making this game. Alright. Shields are blinking. We should be able to just charge through this on all ends and finish this guy off. And if there's one thing I've learned from playing this game is that The more spores you throw at somebody, the more power they consume, because recharging a large amount of beams takes such a high toll on the system, it's kind of ridiculous. There we go. The base is falling apart. Alright. Power circle down. Place an emitter here, and it's game over. Okay. Alright. Base is going down. That is GG. And all the while, the creeper is building up the pressure on what's left of this base. So, that is GG. Completely forgot about a power space. Yay, I'm the best. I won. Alright. Well, cool. That was a very interesting map. If it looks like the Pac-Man, that's the title of the map. But with that, oh, we still gotta finish these guys off. You kidding me? That's mean. I am the best. You are right, Stargamer. Alright, so, been streaming for just about an hour. I've got a bit more time. So, I'm not sure what to play. Alright. Oh, wait, hold up. Can I even... Oh, I've got to use spores. Oh my god. Well, while I'm cleaning up, actually yeah, while I'm cleaning up, any games at all that you guys want to see me play? Because I'm out of ideas. I could play FTL. That seems like it'd be a good thing to play. Alright, I've just got spores auto-aiming, taking out every target. Alright. Why on earth do Berthas have so much health? There we go! GG. Gotta claim victory on that. See what my rank is for my horrendous time? Oh my gosh! 3,000 points. I'm not even on the leaderboard. Well, that was fun. Alright. Got a bit more time. Guess I could play... I'm not sure. Well, actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna play. I finished. That is that is the only thing I go for. Just pure victory, even if it means I have to spend 3 hours on a map. Alright. I know what I'm gonna play. This is this is a really old one, and it's also part of something that I cringe whenever I try to play or mention at all. But let's see. I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna play it. Alright. Oops. That's not how you do it. Yes, I do, Star Gamer. And you game it all. Well, preferably one that doesn't cost 40 bucks, but alright. Let's try that. Windowed. Oh wow, how is it? Why is it doing that? Window cap. It automatically via Steam key. Okay. Game capture. Okay, that's working-ish. Alright, let's play. Oh, it's not working anymore. Great. um, I like strategy games. Sometimes spin-offs I'm okay with. Uh, hmm. Got some games. There we go. Let's just position this. Not perfect, but it is good enough. Alright, we're gonna play this game, because it's freaky, and I need to turn up the audio. Oh wow, that is loud. Alright. Rise to Run. Alright, so since I know that it might take me a while to get some Steam keys done, I will check it out. But I'm gonna be playing this game. It's Yandere Tale, a fan game made for the Halloween update of Yandere Simulator, which is also based off of the ever so popular Sans fight. It's actually been a very long time since I've played this, so not all too good. I usually don't pay much attention to the weather, but I can't help but notice that it's a beautiful day today. Days like these, schoolgirls like us should be studying the occult. Okay, so you're not gonna get a blind playthrough. Oh! Okay, maybe should have paid more attention. Oh my god. Okay. You're not gonna get a blind playthrough because I downloaded this a while ago, but you are gonna get a rusty playthrough. This is gonna be interesting. You know, when we were first year students, when I first saw you, I have actually gone to the Bad Time Simulator website to play the Sans fight. And, okay, that is very loud. let me just turn that down. I have played it, and I have beaten it, but when I returned to it after a very long time away, I just got destroyed by it because it's a very sensitive thing. I wondered if we had any similar interests. I skipped a box. Sorry about that. But this was a fan-made boss fight that I think was advertised on Yandere Dev's channel. I don't remember where I discovered it, but it was a very popular thing. Alright. Can't face through the platforms. Eh! Alright. Ah! Maybe I will be able to beat this. Oh! Okay. Alright. Oh, jeez. These freaking fingernails are creepy, and I don't like it. Sim Kojo Daku Kokuma Sapana. Oh, come on. The world is not a dark and lonely place. Don't you know it's better to be filled of happiness and optimism and not murderous intent? Not that I'm a very good example of this. Alright, people like us don't have to be sad. We don't have to be alone. Oh! The Sans fight was extremely challenging, and a lot of the attacks require very precise movements. No, I'm not really listening, Oka. Yeah, see, I would put down my weapon. I've tried. I actually can't. So... No, I didn't want to talk because you are a goth and I don't like that because not very social. Nah, friends aren't good. Senpai is better. Yes, everything I'm doing is wrong. Like trying to stab you, but you're also trying to stab me, so kind of an equal trade-off. Oh, wait, hold on. Gonna pause. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that. Not really listening. Oh, Oka is sparing me. I'm going to press every button to try and spare her. I press Z. Oops. It was worth a shot. Yes, it was worth a shot to reason with a heartless monster. And now you can't end this peacefully. Oh boy, we're summoning the demons from the underworld. Nikto, Super Saiyan. Yeah, I completely forgot about this. I'm about to get destroyed. I have 15 health. This is going to end terribly. Witness the true power of the occult. I'm going to die. Okay. 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 Doing fine. Fine. Everything is okay. I lost 1 HP. I'm okay with this. Those are some freaky hands coming out of the ground. What makes me happy? Winning. Winning is a very good source of my happiness. But also healing items, because those are nice. I'm stupid. 8 HP. I've got this. There we go. Yes, Senpai is my only source of happiness. Oh my gosh. Okay, 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 okay. Whew. This is intense. I have 5 HP. I'm going to die if I get hit. Oh! There we go. No! No! Ah! I was so close to doing that first try. Oh, it automatically restarts. Great. Yeah, I know you don't care about the weather, but I'm going to play anyways. Alright, shut up. I don't care about the occult. Just fight me! Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. We're gonna do all this again. Trying this one more time. Also, because I actually enjoy these kinds of fights, the quote-unquote Sans fights remakes, if you ever want to send a link to one, I will be perfectly glad to try one out because I really enjoy the creativity that's put into some of these fights. And no, I don't care about my dignity, thank you for asking. Alright, Oka, let's try all this again. Also, these platforms are slippery, so I have to move with them, otherwise they'll just move from underneath my feet, so... Alright. Oh, jeez. Oh! I've never done it that way before. Alright, so... Ah! Alright, come on. Alright. Yes, you will be alone, because you are going... I'm going to kill you. And end this. Oh, no! No! No, 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 no! Oh... My goodness. Oh. I tried some risky strats. That did not end well at all. Why does it restart automatically? I'm actually out of time. I'm sorry, but I've got to go. I had a great time talking with everyone who decided to join, and I will take requests. I just threw out this game because I want to pad an extra 20 minutes onto the stream, so yeah, I will check out the games you sent me, Stargamer, and I hope to talk with you again tomorrow. Hope to see everyone here tomorrow. Like I said, join my Discord. You will get notifications on when I start streaming. And check out my YouTube channel for past streams that you may have missed. And any series that I might have that you want me to revive because I forget them. But I think that's everything I've got to say. And, alright. See ya, and have a good night. See you tomorrow.